Hey guys, what you're looking at here, these are my modified 006, eachine 006. I got these when they pretty much first came out last year, and I thought they were pretty good. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're the best budget goggles that I could find. I have tried quite a few of them. Here I have the 007 Pro, and I thought, that would be nice, but the screen in the Pro was just a little bit too, it wasn't as sharp as I would like. But when I got these, I was very surprised at how sharp the image was. So I thought, hey, these look great. The image looks great. And I must say, they're not for everybody because the lens is very close to the screen in there. And I think that most people who I've had them try it, they say they can't focus on it. And that's understandable. But anyway, for me, it works great. Of course, you see I got my DVR, and here I got the Pro58, eachine Pro58. Now, I did see somebody else on YouTube, I'm probably going to have a link to his video, who did this mod, and he actually put it on the inside and just had the screen showing and had the buttons hooked up and all those things. But basically, I just wanted to test this out, so I just kind of taped it right there. You can see I kind of messed up the thing there, but anyway. When you first get this module, the eachine software is crap. I don't know why they did that, but the diversity doesn't switch. You probably see a lot of videos on that where it's stuck on the receiver B and it just doesn't work. So you have to flash your software on this, and that's where the thing is, you have to be a real geek like me, or somebody just likes to fiddle with things to get this to work, because you have to get this ST-Link adapter. Basically, it's 4 cables. You hook them up to this. You put 2 cables here, ground, power, and then the other 2 you have to solder on up here. Yeah, really fiddly, but it works. So I loaded on, oh goodness, I don't remember the name of it. It's, I don't remember, but there's a free software for this that you can load onto it. So for the longest while, I've been flying with these. These, I think this is the F640. These, I actually like them very, very much. They're not for everybody because there's no adjustment for the lenses or the screens or anything. So if your eyes are too narrow or too far apart, this is not gonna work. But for me, this works perfectly. My face fitted perfectly. My eyes line up exactly with the screens. And for some reason, they seem to have some kind of a voodoo receiver in here. It's in the arm somewhere, and well, I'm guessing it's here. And basically, the reception on this is really, really good. I have not come across another goggles that has such good reception. In fact, I highly doubt even the Fat Sharks have such good reception, to be honest, because I've seen some really crappy ones. So yeah, I flew with this for a very long time, but of course, no DVR, and it's one antenna. And even though you have one antenna, it's pretty much you don't miss having diversity. Other thing I don't like about these is the fact that there's no adjustment also for brightness, contrast, or anything like that, and the color is just not that bright. So yeah, I thought I'd love to go back to these. And anyway, these are good, but if you buy them, it's a gamble. So yeah. Basically, I would love to open this and show you how I wired it, but that's gonna take a while, and it was really fiddly to put all these wires in. I have my DVR wired up where I can actually play back as well. So you have video coming into this and then going out. Basically, I soldered it onto the tabs of this AV in. So if I go to AV in mode, I can watch back this. So that's what makes it quite perfect. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to get into the fine details of how I wired this in there because it's 3 wires, guys: ground, power, and video. If you want audio, of course, you can pop that in there somewhere, but if I'm going to flash on the screen, there's a pinout diagram that shows you which wire does what, and yeah, you can get that in there and you're good to go. But let me tell you one thing. This, I've seen somebody do this before. What they didn't mention, or what they did mention, is that you need like a voltage step up converter, which basically takes the 3 point whatever volts that come from your battery in here and gives this guy 5 volts, which is what it's rated for. But you don't need this, okay? Basically, it worked for me. This is running straight off of the VBAT in here. It is probably, I've run this down to like 3.2 volts or something, and this still works. The reception doesn't change. it's fine. So basically, you do not need the step up converter. This is actually a step down converter, so this is not right. But anyway, it looks like this. And yeah, you don't need this, okay? Don't need it. Just wire this straight onto where the old receiver was. And basically the receiver in there looked like this. And if you turn it around, this is, there you have ground, video, voltage, RSSI. All you need is the ground, voltage and video. That's all you need. And the rest of these pins, you don't really need them unless you want to do audio or some other thing, but yeah. So basically you could do this with the 007. Any goggles you have that doesn't have good reception, you could do this as well. I would highly recommend it. This guy here is really good. Honestly, I've taken this out and the reception is just really like light years better than what's in here. For me anyway, I think I might have gotten a dodgy one because I've seen other reviewers say that this original reception was pretty good. And of course, you know that these diversity, whatever they call it, it's not really diversity, it's just, yeah, just two antennas that are basically wired together and then it goes to one receiver. That is crap. Let's turn it this way. So yeah, there you go, basically. That's it. And I'd like to mention also that the screen in here, this screen in here is really good. I tend to not like the really big screens because maybe it's all a matter of taste or something, but basically when the screen is too big, your eyes have to look around too much. And you know, like for example, the screens in here, they are definitely smaller than this. I mean, this is actually, from what I've seen with the EV100, this is actually a bit bigger than that. The screens are very clear, very nice, but when I use this, it's, you know, it's bigger, even though, I mean, this is smaller than most box goggles, but it's bigger than, you know, what I've been flying before. And I like it. The resolution really, you know, is pretty good. So basically, when I had this voltage converter in there, the way these work, it uses an oscillator to get the voltage from 3 to 5. And that oscillator puts noise back in the system and you can see it as lines on your screen. So I thought that's a bad idea. When I recorded the DVR, it looked really crappy. So I took it out and I thought, let me try it without it, and it works brilliantly. So this is using 3 volts, that's using, well, when it's full, it's supposed to be 4.2. I think it's like 4.1 when I checked it. And yeah, it runs fine, and I've run it until even the screen starts to dim out, which is obviously too low, but these are still on. You don't lose reception. So anybody trying this mod, if it's on your 007, any goggles that's using not 5 volts, 3 volts, or just a 1 cell battery basically, it will work. That's what I really want you guys to know, that you do not need that converter chip. Plus that converter chip, I do believe it ends up taking more power because of that conversion, taking the 3 volts to 5, it ends up drawing more milliamps. And I get about, I would say about an hour out of this, maybe somewhere around an hour. I've never really tested it because when I'm out there, I turn off and turn on if I'm going to pause or anything. But I've flown like a long time with this. Basically, I modded the battery as well. I need to show that. And yeah, they're in there along the side here somewhere. That's why I couldn't pop this guy inside, because it's filled with batteries in there. It's a bit heavy, but I did that. Then I modified the charge. There's a resistor you can put on the board inside that will make it charge quicker. That worked, and yeah, I'm happy. Hope you like this quick overview. Yeah, I'm probably just a bit cheap and should just get a Fat Shark, of course, but for now, this is good for me, and I'm probably going to end up getting a Fat Shark or something, one of those more expensive ones. But for you guys who still, you know, are on a budget, and yeah, you can try this if you are a tinkerer like me. I'm somebody, I like modifying things. I absolutely love doing all of this. I always try to like push the limits of what things can do. That doesn't mean I'm going to make it blow up. I know I'm smart enough to know it's not overvolt things, but I will see how low it can go. And yeah, it's fine. So there you go. Have a good one.